first video. I'm finally getting around to doing it after talking about it forever. Today's the day that we're gonna pull the supers for winter. We're gonna start getting the bees ready for fall, get them through the fall and get them ready for winter. So I'm taking the honey supers off today, and if there's any capped honey in there, we're gonna go ahead and harvest it for the last time this year. And if there's uncapped honey, I'm just gonna feed it back to the bees and let them have it so they can have some extra for the winter. But we're about to go get suited up and I will be right back. So while we're suiting up, we usually like to start our smoker going so that by the time we get to the hives, we have some nice cool smoke and it's not, we're not blowing flames into the hive with the bees. Here's my beekeeping partner. He's not suited up yet. He's gonna make us wait for him while he does that. I'm going to show you what we have going on here, just a few of the things that we're doing. So down here we are getting our smoker ready, just letting it kind of smolder there, and we're going to light that bad boy up a little bit more here in just a second. And we are going to be pulling the supers, but we're going to leave one because we have a top waterer. So we're going to leave the empty super on top of the hive. So we are going to just, we're going to put the frames with honey in them and put them into another container and leave the top supers on so that we can put our waterers that go on the inside that box, and it's protected from predators and things like that. The feeders that we use look like this. They're center hole hive top feeders, and most people that we know that keep bees, this is the preference for feeding because it gives you more protection against invasion, and it's really easy to open. It holds a gallon of water at a time, so it's easy to open and feed them. We are feeding our bees 2-to-1 sugar and water by weight. We have been doing the inspections on the hives and pulling the supers, getting them ready for fall and winter, and we ended up losing 2 hives. We knew we had lost them earlier in the season, but we hadn't had a chance to go remove the hive bodies, and so we just pulled those, and of course they were full of wax moths, which now our chickens are picking off and loving. So we gave those brood frames to the chickens, and we are finishing up pulling the rest of the supers. We're almost done. We have not one single bee yard. We have 14 hives, except we lost 2, so we have 12 hives that we've now spread around our farm, so they're not all in one place. So it takes us quite a while to get it all done. Usually about a full day to check all the hives and figure our way around the farm and get all the supplies and everything together that we need. So, and it never fails that we leave something at the last hive site. So, you know, it's whether it's the hive tool or the frame rest or something, we end up driving away and realize we've left something. So it takes us longer probably than it should. But we are going to take any of the uncapped honey that we found and we're going to feed it back to the bees tomorrow. We're going to put it out just in the front yard all day long and let them come snack on it until the sun goes down, and freeze those overnight, and then we'll store them up for next year so that we can kill any wax moth, anything in there in the freezer, and then we'll store them up so that they can be safe from the wax moths and other predators. Our next step is to add the entrance reducers. As you can see, we have those here that slide in at the bottom of the entrance for the hive body, and you can change the size of the point of entry. So there's a larger size and a smaller size that you see. And we'll also add hardware cloth over this, because this will sit flush with the hive body box, and we'll put hardware cloth over that to keep mice and skunks and other predators. We will keep feeding our bees the sugar water mixture syrup until they stop taking it. And then once they do, we'll close up their entrances to a smaller entry point and place the hardware cloth on the front to keep out the predators. And they should be all set for winter.